A couple of years, things may change when all the kids grow up and start wearing ties and going to the polls.
You ever have that feeling where you're not sure if you're awake or still dreaming?
On issues or items that are not scheduled for discussion on the agenda. Comments should be limited to issues and items germane to the business of the governing body. The commission will not discuss or debate these items, nor will the commission make decisions on items presented during this time. Each person will be limited to 3 minutes. So we're open to general public comment at this time.
I asked everybody to let me come up here first tonight, and we're live, by the way, on my YouTube stream, so that we can get a real objective view of what the people see when they come in this room, because tonight they're going to shut down the public comment. And we can't talk about public comment during public comment, can we? Are we allowed to talk about public comment during public comment?
Are you talking about general public comment? What are you talking about?
About general public comment during public comment tonight?
It's an item on the agenda, so we cannot talk about what's on the agenda.
I think we could. It's pretty difficult to not talk about general public comment while you're in the general public comment period, isn't it? I mean, that's the oxymoron of what you guys are doing. We can no longer address general public comment during general public comment. Let that sink in. This is our city commission, guys, in Lawrence. You guys aren't being told everything. You got a silo of information over there. I promised people that I wouldn't disclose things, but time after time after time after I made that promise, another person would tell me the same thing. He's a roadblock to you guys, to the city out here. And he does it on a regular basis. He lies, and he spins details. Go look at the city website. Your funding for LCS, I got a little detailed view of that last night. That's interesting how you got that listed out. You've got your $225,000 listed twice, don't you?
Michael, please talk to the commission.
Mm-hmm. But I can't talk about public comment during public comment, right? How come you don't use your gavel on me? You used it on everybody else a couple weeks ago.
Sir? Sir?
Minutes to speak.
Sir? Chris, speak to the whole body here.
Okay.
How come you don't bang that fucker when I'm up here? I wonder why. I wonder if it's because the target of what you're trying to shut down is right here. Or is it the SB 180 that came in here and spent hours? Or is it Sanctuary Alliance? Are you trying to just shut all them down? Is that what's going on? So pay attention, guys. I just talked about general public comment during public comment.
Sherry Reedman, City Clerk. This item was discussed at the last meeting. We'll discuss some potentially changing the order of the agenda, or maybe making some other changes to public comment. That would not require any changes to our meeting procedures. It would just be something that you all could provide direction on. It would be a good idea to do a vote in this instance.
A good idea.
Put this on for regular agenda. We have a little bit of information in there, just some guidance from COMA and the League of Kansas Municipalities, and we have also attached a comparison chart that we provided previously and have updated with a few additional cities.
And I mean, I'm a little bit different, but I've been thinking about what kind of antics can I get up to out in the rest of the town. And you should have given me that idea, because I've been bouncing some ideas off people and they all agree it'd be pretty funny. I don't know how, if the city's gonna want it, but I mean, it's just something to think about. You need to think about the consequences of where people will go to protest if they can't come here. Thank you.
I'll be there to film it. And we'll all have a good laugh at the city's expense. Let me help people that asked early, where did this change happen before? I think Courtney Shipley asked about that. She should get educated on the city's history a little better. She would have known what happened when this changed. And I think he knows what happened back then, but he didn't want to talk about it. The reason public comment was moved forward, and I'll say his name, I know some people don't like him, but Jeremy Farmer came up with some great ideas about incentivizing public involvement and putting public comment at the beginning so that you could find out what the public's interests were and what the public's desires were. That's what the reason was why that was moved forward. So if you would do the research, you would know that. But we do the research and we know that. And what Chris just said about the alternatives, what we're looking at, you have no idea what's coming when you do this. You have no idea. I noticed how well behaved you guys all were when I got a camera on you tonight. You guys have all kept your eyes focused forward. You haven't fidgeted with bullshit. Nothing. This camera's going to be here because I see what it does to you. It's going to be here every week. You can limit whatever you want. You will not limit me. And the idea that you're doing this, whatever the reason is, whether it's trying to shut me down, trying to shut the group of people that are about police accountability, trying to shut down SB 180. I wish Sanctuary Alliance were here. They kept you guys in your chairs for a long time. But you don't want to hear us. And some people get upset that we say things that you don't like. Somebody just said something back here that was very true. You don't run this. You're being ran. You're not getting the information. The only way you get the information is when we come up here to the podium and tell you. Because that man is a silo of information. And he's blocking people from getting to you. And he's taking control of this city out of your hands, thus out of our hands. Because if you guys don't control things around here, then we don't control things around here because we didn't elect them. We elected you. And if we elected you to silence us, no, I don't think that's going to fly. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure it doesn't fly. And you guys are going to be on your best behavior because I'm going to be making highlight videos out of you every time you fuck up beyond this. Just like I do the police. Do you want me on you like I am on the police? Do you guys really want that? I caught our city attorney out on the sidewalk and started peppering her with questions. I know where you live, Courtney. I know where you live, Lisa. Should I come to your house and petition out on your street? I can do that. Seriously. Are you willing to risk that?
I look around to be it's too much. There's not good energy in it. And I think it would be a bad practice of us to try to change something at this point.
Thank you. Well, I'm go back to something Commissioner Shipley said is that we have been hearing about this for well over a year. Concerns about the tone and the nature of the general public comment. And I hear it. You're out. Remove him from the meeting.
This is not going to change tone and nature. I assure you, this is not going to.
We'll take a 5-minute break.
That's what you're at. Not going to change tone and nature. It is not going to change tone and nature. It will not change tone and nature. They come straight up and say that it's about the tone and nature. It's not about the time. It is about the tone and nature.
That's the Chamber of Commerce. That's the two
yes.
mainly focused on.
Yes, guys. Look at Austin. He's got a fucking escort coming out of here. How about you report correctly tonight there, buddy? We're going to go check this Wall Street World reporter and see if he can report correctly. How about you report that correctly tonight, Austin? You make sure that your readers know that the City Commission wants to make this about tone and nature. You guys at the Lawrence Journal World need to quit lying to these people. And you need to print the police's lies when they send them to you. You canceled that story about Skylar Richardson because of what the police said. I have the email from you. And the police had lies. They had lies that they give you, and they were provable lies. And you guys still killed that story because of it. I will put a middle finger in your frame every time until you guys start reporting properly. Because reporting the city's lies is not getting us there. You make sure this is known, that this is about tone and nature, not about time. You make sure your writing is correct. Because I will be reporting, and I will be broadcasting the commissioner's own words. You better make sure it's in your newspaper, because we're done with you guys lying to us. You go cry to Chad and tell him I was rude to you. Fucking people. It's about tone and nature, guys. This is not about the commission being in there all night. This is not about them being anything more than they're tired of hearing the people upset. They are tired of hearing the people upset about the homeless issue. They are tired of hearing the people upset about Craig Owens. And she can fucking throw me out of that meeting, but you know what? There was ladies in there that were talking back and forth that were disrupting the meeting to the point that she had to interrupt them twice, but she never threatened to throw them out. I'm assuming it did not go.
They tabled it indefinitely.
Fucking A. Tabled indefinitely.
Teasing the next commission to do it.
Yeah.
So do you think they had to table it completely because of the tone and content comment?
No, but I think they did not return to it though.
You know, that tone and content comment that she made,
Yeah.
that literally opened up a First Amendment claim if they would have done that tonight. Because it laid her intent bare.
Yeah. Tone and nature.
Tone and nature. Sorry, I'm getting it wrong. Tone and nature.
No, it's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was nothing in the ordinance that addressed that.
Right. Right. It was all about time. They were trying to save all this time. Tone and nature.
The chamber provoked
The chamber. Wow. That's incredible, man. So we're gonna see if we can talk to commissioners about tone and nature. Mr. Finkeldye, do you have any comments about the tone and nature comments that Lisa Larson made?
Remind me what those.
Well, when she referred to the tone and nature issues for the reasoning for wanting to do something about the public comment, I took that to mean that was really what her intent was behind. It didn't seem like it was as much about the time that we were taking as it was more about the tone and nature of our comments.
I guess I didn't take it that way. But I mean, I guess you made that comment, but that's not how I took the comment.
Can you tell us why everything was tabled right after that?
I think we were in the middle of a discussion. We didn't have a consensus on where to go.
So just tabled it indefinitely? Is that what?
Yeah, we decided not to bring it back. We didn't have any direction because we had no consensus on where to go.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Tony, did the tone and nature comment doom that ordinance change? That tone and nature would have been a direct assault on the violation if you got on the First Amendment if you guys would have passed that, correct? Is that what you advised them when you guys went in the back room? That tone and nature comment, those are the two things that you cannot regulate when it comes to public speech. Did you know that? As an attorney, wouldn't you realize that? Did you advise the commission to table this because of that? Bart, how about you? Would you like to comment on the tone and nature comments?
Nope.
Do you see that is a problem?
I really don't need to talk to you.
Tone and nature is two of the things that you can't regulate when it comes to freedom of speech, correct? No?
Have a nice night, sir.
We don't realize that? Okay.
Have a nice night.
Tone and nature. Tone and nature, we won't forget that. Tone and nature. I'm just talking to my audience about tone and nature. So, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this. 286 minutes. That's by far the longest live stream I've done. Joe Slovo, Judith Matthews, you guys, I appreciate you guys hanging out. And tell everybody about the tone and nature conversations that we've had tonight at City Hall, because I'm gonna be doing some highlight videos later. Have a good night, guys. Tone and what was it? Tone and content? No, tone and something. See the tone and nature. See the cam back there? See the cam back there? What you got, Courtney? Are you gonna make this into a threat? Are you going to make this into something more than what it actually is? Are you going to try to deem this a threat for your poor little self? Tone and nature. Tone and nature will not be forgotten. You guys made a move against the people.